What's going on, my fish people? Don't mind the crazy hair. We're in the gallery. Man, it's been a minute since the last video, probably a week or two. It's an update video. Shave your beards off, fellas. It gets in your mouth. Oh. Starting the video off with this tubing. This tubing has been siphoning fish tanks for the last 2 to 3 years in my life of keeping fish tanks. I was going to say this fish room, but this just started not too long ago. The reason why we're throwing this out is because this tank has went through a ick issue, a fungus issue, and many other problems I just didn't record because too stressful. So we're tossing this out because I could bleach it, but we're not going through that. We're just going to trash it. So we're down here today to discuss this tank, the issues and the bad mistakes that I had made. Let's adjust this camera real quick. There we go. The issues, the mistakes that I made to teach you guys. That's the whole purpose of Jawbreaker and Friends. A lot of fish died in this fish tank. You're gonna see some dead fish in this fish tank. Yeah, this fish tank has a lot of problems. So where do I start? So let's start with the 5 neon tetras that I purchased. So I purchased 5 neon tetras. I don't remember I got the golden tetras with them. I think I did. I introduced the 5 fish to this fish tank. But before introducing them, I introduced a beta known as Zip, I believe the name was. Jesus, it was Zip. Beta did fine, tank was perfect, had no issues, fully cycled. pHs and all that was perfectly fine. All the levels were good. So what happened? I had 5 neon tetras, everything was still fine. After a week, we picked up some more fish. We picked up 6 orange tip tetras and 5 black neon tetras. We put them in a tank. Now, remember, this tank just went through a rescape. It just was started all over. It was just put up. So pretty much, it was nothing in this tank. It was cycling for almost a month, if that. And I was putting new fish in it. They pretty much was quarantining in this tank, which I took and cut some corners. I added the 3 Cory cats from the 10-gallon tank with the gourami. This is where things, even before the last 10 fish that were added, adding the gourami was a mistake. Eventually, the gourami and the beta, I guess, got into a fight. I didn't see it. I don't even know if that's exactly what happened, but our beta jaw was broken, so it couldn't eat. So I was feeding it a certain way where it was able to get food in its mouth, but it was struggling to. I then removed the gourami at that point in time. Also, the gourami is sick and was sick before even getting put in this tank. It was the reason why I put it over here. I was thinking it was stress from being just with the filter loach inside of the 10-gallon tank. Long story short, bad idea. Our beta died. And I actually have it. It's sitting on the little tip up there. I gotta dispose of it. So, like I said, this channel is for learning purposes. Fish are going to die regardless if it was your fault or it just happened, whatever case may be. But there's benefits that come from your fish passing. We'll talk about that in another video. So, beta passes, the tank catches ick. I started treating the tank. The fish, most of them, the ick went away. This weird fungus just popped up in the tank, and that's when I realized 5 neon tetras were missing. Couldn't find them. I found 1 skeleton of the fish, and then I knew, okay, the 5 neons are dead in the tank, and that's probably where the fungus is coming from. So I did a water change, a huge water change, and the fungus came back. I did another water change, and the fungus came back. And it was a weird, like, chunky type of fungus. I've never seen it before in my hobby of 10 years of keeping aquariums. Then 5 of the golden neon tetras went missing, and the fungus got worse, and the ick came back. And that's when I was like, oh crap. So filters off, I'm treating for ick, and I'm treating for the fungus, and I'm also adding some stress coat in there to help restore the fish. A lot of times when we keep fish and we start to get these type of things, we panic and we start introducing all types of chemicals into the tank. Come to find out, with me having my filter off and no carbon in there, which I just did a video about why this stuff is important in the hobby and why hanger in the back filters have pros to it. There was just too much medicine sitting inside of the tank, and neon tetras cannot handle that. They passed from the medicine, so did the orange neon tetras. They didn't even die from the ick. And the reason why I'm going to say this is, the gourami is still alive in there, and it did not catch any ick. The 3 Cory cats are still in there, and they didn't catch any ick, and they didn't die from the medicine. I think 4 out of the 5 orange tip tetras that caught ick survived through the ick and the fungus and all that. The medicine is probably what killed the fish, because I was overdoing it, trying to beat it. Sometimes we just have to let our tanks sit, and that's what I did. Once I realized my mistake, I did a water change, I turned the filter back on, I got a brand new carbon filter in there, got the medicine out pretty much, and the fish made it. The 4 fish that had ick are perfectly fine in the tank. Now what I'm going to do is a deep cleaning of the tank. I'm pulling some of the rocks out and stuff like that to get a lot of whatever fish I couldn't find it past, any leftover of this fungus, so on and so forth. I'm pretty much redoing this tank right here. You'll see upcoming how it looks in the next video. But yeah, this tank went through hell pretty much the last week or 2. We lost a lot of fish and we learned a lesson. Quarantine tanks are coming back. I'm going to go back to do quarantine. I had a lucky 4 to 3 years of doing no quarantines. But it doesn't last long. Eventually, you will get a sick fish and it will destroy your entire fish tank and put everything at risk. And there was a time period where I was like, okay, I'm finished. I'm going to quit the hobby. It's not working for me. I breed and sell fish as well, and I design merch for it. And those 2 businesses have just dropped ever since the virus. So I was at my wits. But you know what? I'm not going to give up. I'm not going to let a few dead fish stop the grind. No breeding and things like that. We're going to keep hustling. We're going to keep going at it. And we're going to keep rolling videos, guys. So please like, please subscribe. I have lost total probably like 14 subscribers so far. That doesn't matter right now, you know. I started with like 0 and had about 8 subscribers for nearly a year, and then 25 for nearly a couple of months, and then blew up off of a shout out from another YouTuber. So definitely grateful for that. Been grinding, been sharing on multiple different platforms. So go check the links in the bios and all that. You'll see my Instagram, my Facebook there. Business account is coming up pretty soon. Our website, where you'll be able to buy merchandise and buy fish that I breed myself. So leave a like, leave a comment. Let me know what you think. Tell me about a bad experience you had in the fish hobby. That's it, guys. Thank you for viewing.